Once we had decided to attend the Flesh and Blood World Championship 2022, we asked ourselves, what, if anything, significant or memorable could we contribute to this once-in-a-lifetime event? Looking for an adequate way to celebrate the great coming together and commemorate the recent 3-year anniversary, we remembered Pro Tour Lille. The box opening collab was great fun. If not at Worlds, when and where should we open another Crucible of War 1st Edition box? However, the idea of a simple repetition did not sit well with us. After 3 years of trials and tribulations, maybe it would be a better idea to make a journey back in time and open one box of each set. And to make it real special and create memories by sharing memories, invite good company to join the openings and share the walk down memory lane, and even do some good along the way. We decided that this was the way to go. Contacts were made, feedback was given, dates were set. And then, coming together in San Jose, the time had come to open the boxes on site. Of each box, cards were chosen to be amplified in worth by special signature and to be finally auctioned off for a good cause. The story of this journey is told by this series of videos. The story of a journey back in time, remembering the past, celebrating the present, en route to a plentiful future. White Rabbit Community Game Store presents a Memories Creating Memories production. A Journey Back in Time box opening series.
I'm Kruger, very gentle.
I think we've been doing okay.
I'm still in San Francisco. Probably would have picked on the pack one.
I do love the bar.
That got me very excited.
Go on in, yeah. Another really big card.
Recorded on site in San Jose, California.
This is all it is right here.
We opened yesterday. The journey I've had with this set.
During the World Championship 2022 weekend.
Also, I'm surprised by the number of brute foils.
Community members from all around the world joined to open one box each set.
Oh.
Key card for like an OT case.
Just rolling when you were behind.
And he brings them over.
Quite a lot.
Maybe I'll go through that.
And pick cards to be signed and auctioned off for a good cause. Sharing and creating memories in flesh and blood. Hello and welcome to our journey back in time. This is Heiner from White Rabbit Community Game Store. Thanks for tuning in. Before we continue our journey and revisit the famous and colorful Everfest Carnival, let's take a quick look at our current raffle pool. 2 boxes in, we have our first legendary pull. Coming in hot, cracking packs at high speed and impact, Matt DiMarco scored a cold foil Alluvion Constellas in the Uprising box. Among the other notable pulls and also entered into the raffle are a Marvel Uvia and a Rainbow Foil Insidious Chill, the latter one even signed by Matt off-air, before adding it to the raffle. I can just tell you that while the Uprising box opening was a great and fun experience, keeping up with Matt speed-wise during the commentary is an achievement I would yet have to accomplish. If just enjoying him working his magic would basically not be enough for me, which it practically is. With the raffle pool growing nicely, we travel back to spring 2022 and re-enter the grounds of the Everfest. The greatest show in Wraith, bustling with excitement and always bringing something new in the unexpected. And the Everfest did not disappoint. Setting up tent and starting the festivities became indeed a test of our good fortune. As to the why and how, enjoy the next few minutes to find out. Joining the festivities are Zach Bunn from Team Covenant and Alex Römisch from Tales of Alex. Arguably, a combination of guests just as rare as exciting. That leaves nothing more to say in this introduction other than step right up, enjoy, have fun! Hello and welcome to our Journey Back in Time Flesh and Blood box opening series. I'm still in San Francisco. No, I'm not anymore. I'm back in Germany. And I'm not alone. I'm joined by the 2 gentlemen who originally were scheduled to do
the Everfest opening on site in San Jose. The master of the hunt, leader of the Wolf Pack, one of the founding members of Team Covenant, Zach Bunn. Zach, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic, Heiner. I'm so happy to be here. We met in France, of all places, and I was excited about this concept you're putting together. I know this kind of series with this many people, it's a Herculean effort to arrange this and make this happen. So I was sad that we didn't get to do it, but then happy again when you asked me to do it in this way. So I'm just excited to be here.
Thanks for tuning in and saying yes, Zach. Yeah, at your place, it's now like noon or something like that?
Yeah, it's about 11:30 a.m. We're in America. Yesterday was Thanksgiving. Today is Black Friday.
Okay.
And so it's a festive weekend for us here. But I know over there, what time is it where you're at?
Yeah, it's 6:30, pretty much in the evening. There, it's still a young evening, but that's my time zone. And speaking of my time zone, it's not only my time zone in this call, it's also the time zone of our second guest, the keeper of the keys to the fabled academy, the teller of the tales of Alex, and the prodigy of production for TCG content creation, Alexander Römisch. Alex, hi.
Hi, wie geht's? Thank you so much for having me on. I'm blessed to be here and also to get to know Heiner. We really met in a strange position because once we did a trade at the Autobahn in the middle of a break on my main job. That's where we first met, and I'm really happy that we could connect that deeply and now do this opening here together with Zach.
Yeah.
Are you saying you guys met on the Autobahn?
Yeah, that's right.
That's
we
awesome.
had a contact before. It wasn't a random meeting. We Alex had something to trade, a graded fabled card, and I was interested. We can save all the shipping. I just bring you the boxes and you give me the card. And that's when we met. In
That's
his
amazing.
lunch break and in my lunch break too, when like half the way to Berlin. Yeah.
It's fantastic.
And then it clicked and
we ended up in a motel together.
Flamingo Motel. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys stay at the same hotel, or were you roommates?
We were roommates, yeah.
Look at that.
Heiner
From
got me on.
Autobahn to some random hotel in California. What a strange world we live in. That's awesome.
Yeah, a certain someone first didn't want to go to Worlds, so I had to convince him to do it and offered him a room.
That's very kind of you. I think the whole community is served by Alex being there. I'm excited to see the content that spins out from both of you from that event.
Thank you so much. It's really awesome to meet you again on big events.
Yeah. Also, your content sets a landmark, both of yours, in different ways, obviously. But Zach, Team Covenant is a real example for us to thrive. To achieve something similar in a different way always. But it's hats off to what you achieved. So.
Well, hey, appreciate the kind words, and I say it when I do this kind of stuff. I do think that content creators are the heartbeat of these communities online, and I know it takes a lot of work. I'm very fortunate. I have a great team of people around me that I don't have to do the technical stuff about the content, the scheduling, the editing, all that kind of stuff, and I just see them putting in a lot of work. And so especially for people that are either building something new, or I know in your case, Heiner, you guys have a community stores in Germany, and you have all this work going on, so doing content on top. Tons of work, but I know for me personally as a player, and for a lot of players, that's part of what makes these games so phenomenal and so engaging and so rewarding, is these relationships that form, these communities that build through that content. So I'm happy to be here and support efforts like this. And to everyone out there watching or listening, if you're a content creator, 2 thumbs up to you, pat on the back. And if you enjoy content, definitely tell those people that you enjoy it and it means something to you, because it's a lot of work to do it. And a couple people telling you that it meant something to them is worth a lot. So I appreciate you guys saying some nice things about what we're doing at Covenant.
So, what brings us here today? What happened in San Jose where we met that didn't work or evolved during the Waltz event on site that we couldn't do the opening? I guess we have to explain a bit here.
It went crazy. No, I'm not sure. Alex, what happened to you? We were originally scheduled to do this on the Sunday of Worlds. And I know I kept checking in with Heiner, and I have my own side of the story, which we'll get to in a second. But I know you were also doing some stuff on Sunday. So what happened there?
Yeah, that's right. So I remember the first game of Top 8 where we shortly met too, when my friend Doug played against Michael Hamilton. And we were talking about it like, okay, what will that mean here if Michael actually makes it to the first place? And then things started from there. So I was able to capture some footage of the top tables and also some interviews of the players that I wanted to have on camera. And then I was invited actually to participate in the alpha draft that was going on Sunday. So unfortunately I couldn't really look at the finals myself because I was playing, and before that too. So that's what I needed to make up to then participate in that one, which I'm really, really happy to be a part of.
So
I was a part of better.
You're saying that an alpha draft was maybe more critical than opening a box of Everfest with this goofball. Yeah,
it was
priorities.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't fault you 1 ounce for that. That's a unique opportunity to get to take part in, which is really cool.
Yeah.
On my side, as you're aware, after that top 8 game, my teammate Michael did win. And so he was going into the top 4, and he had a couple hours before his next game, but he quickly found out that his top 4 game would be against Breyer, and that his finals game had a 50-50 shot of being against Breyer. And so they give all the players in the top 8 deck lists of everyone in the top 8, just to make sure everyone is on the same level in terms of information. And as soon as he won that first game, I got a text that was, hey, if you're available, I could really use some practice games into Breyer. And so, of course, with a teammate and a world championship on the line, I was very happy to oblige. So we spent the next couple hours. I built the specific deck that he'd be playing in the top 4, and we just started playing games over and over again, and then spent the rest of the day either playing games as Breyer or watching Michael Hamilton become the first world champion. And then, of course, once your teammate wins, the party immediately starts. And so doing an unboxing at that point becomes pretty impractical.
And for maybe one of the best reasons at all, you were helping a friend to achieve his dream, to achieve a goal, which it was his dream, still is his dream. So how could you say no to that? It's no brainer for a guest.
Yeah, it was incredible. And we still get to do this here, so I'm glad you recorded. So how's this gonna work? Tell me how this is gonna function, because we're all across the world.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what happened then. I did as many box openings as I could, and this is the only one. This is the outlier which didn't happen on site. And when I went to the airport, I decided to open the box at the airport. I wanted it to be as close as possible to San Jose itself. Also, if we would have the packs now, opening them, showing them, and then shipping everything around the world would have been even more complicated, I suppose. And what we will do now is share the recording of the airport video and see what the box gave us. And then we will see what you guys pick to go to New Zealand to enter the raffle. That's the general idea.
What's the so we're gonna pick cards, they're gonna go to New Zealand, and what happens from there with the raffle?
Of all the cards everybody picked from the boxes entered in the raffle, James White would pick 6, and these 6 will be signed and then auctioned off option is for a good cause. I figure it would be a good cause to go for St. Jude's Hospital. That was a good cause before, during Road to Nationals last year's season, 2021. So we could follow up on that. Or UNICEF, something in that range, but that's still to be decided.
Very cool. Well, I'm excited to see what we open.
Yeah, okay.
Too.
And this is a box of Everfest being opened at the San Jose airport.
Yeah. I was looking for a place. This is right after security. Where do I do this now? And before I went on to my final gate, this was some rest area, and I put everything
just made
down.
it happen.
Yeah, just took the camera, set everything up, and nobody didn't even care.
Yeah.
I
Everybody was
the
excited
space.
for the packs, weren't they?
Well, luckily the security didn't open it for you. Did you guys see that story of Min-Max Games getting one of their alpha boxes opened by security?
Yeah.
That was devastating.
Chris
No, I
Harris,
didn't.
too.
They posted a clip. I think it was Sam Dando posted. They were like opening stuff, going through security, and they pull out an alpha box and like the shrink wrap, I guess, on it, or whatever the clear wrap on it is, just kind of tore open. And so there was a alpha, I think, welcome to Wraith box that just got opened by security. Oof. Now this was a interesting set, because this was the first supplemental set that wasn't Crucible of War, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Crucible happened when things were crazy. This is kind of the first of those sets. I remember going in the Carnival slot seeming really. We were hyping up what that might be.
Yep.
I always
it's-
thought you get like a frame or something like that, like a Carnival frame. And then we also saw like I think it's the first time that we see like this double-sided foiling for the heroes, like
Starvo.
with Bravo Star of the Show.
Yep.
And that was really exciting in the beginning. Until
then-
he got banned and the card went zero.
He became the villain.
Yeah.
This was also the first paper packs, right? I love those paper packs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Indeed.
I'm a big
I
fan.
love
think
the
that's-
sand on the playmat when you open up hundreds of packs and then
I have a playmat over here with that sand exactly from Dynasty. Yeah, Dynasty that just came out.
Mm.
We're getting to the point in Fab where the set names are starting to mix together for me.
Yeah. Even though it's not
on
even
the
that many
amulets
sets.
and so on.
Hey, that's a good card right there. Runic Reclamation.
Yeah, Runic.
This set was I'm a Runeblade player, and by Runeblade I don't mean chain. I've been a Briar Viscerai guy for a long time, and this set was very. Shrill Skullform was another one. It was just so good for.
Oh, Arcane Lantern is in here too for the extended art version for the Cold Fall. That looks awesome.
Oh, another one that I'm a huge fan of in this set is Earthor Bounty.
Yes.
I love that card.
I love these potions. I
Yeah.
bought quite a few in cold foil and hoping they would eventually or will eventually increase in value, but they also look beautiful. I just couldn't miss on the opportunity. Yeah.
That was kind of like the pre-Marvel slot with those. There it is. See, it's cold foil.
There
potion
it
you
is.
got there.
Yeah. Amulet of Echoes.
Yeah. You think we'll get an Alchemist? Is that where this is going?
Who knows?
Maybe a merchant can take advantage of this too and hand them over in PvE.
That would be nice. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember. This is the set with like is one of the legendary Silver Palms.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
the one that everybody loves, right?
It's just so unusable and constructed. I'm very excited about PvE. It is kind of odd to put out so many cards that are just like seemingly unplayed. Is that a foil Frostbite? Look at you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Crown of Reflection.
And
There's
Crown
some,
of Reflection.
There's some heat in this set.
Yeah.
There's some good cards.
Yeah.
I also like just seeing the packs here again. I'm a huge fan of the packaging of this set.
You guys also had spoiler cards for this set, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember which cards you had?
I think we had our promo was in the swing. I think the Warrior card, and then the preview besides in the swing. I want to say it was Helm of the Sharp Eye, which Steven got excited about because he loves Bolton, and hopefully I hear Bolton is better now. I haven't really done much testing since Dynasty came out, but that was our previews. Did you preview cards for this set, Alex?
No. There it is, like the extended art. I think this is also pretty new, right? We didn't have this before. That
The High
like
Striker.
cards that are under the M slot get extended arts.
Yeah, because we saw Twinning Blade in Crucible.
Yeah.
Then this is also different because like Twinning Blade was like full on, the whole piece of art was there, but that is just like the transparent text box.
Yeah. And
Which I
in
think
Monarch I think in Tales we had 0 extended arts, right? But in Monarch we had like Lumina and Mark of the Beast.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
In Tales we had the Cold Foil Pulses and then the
Alternate
Altar
Art.
Lake Frigid.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. That's one of my favorites.
The Lake Frigid.
Yeah. With the little fox.
Yeah, I love it. The Twinning Blade Altar. The first time I saw that, I adore that card. I'm not even really a Warrior player, but I love that card. and it was at the time, now it's a little different. These preview seasons and the pre-releases and all the stuff going on with the game. But when Crucible was coming out, when we were opening it, like there was so much that we just didn't know, including that. Like the first time someone posted an image, people thought it was like a joke.
Really?
Yeah. It's like they wouldn't do that.
Oh,
Like,
Bingo
that's
is a
crazy.
good card.
Bingo's fun. Bingo is fun. I also see a lot of Guardian cards here that I really like. I played Oldham in the Blitz segment at Worlds. It's like Thunderquake is a really important addition to what he's got going on. Oh, Shatter.
I really hope this set stays or becomes more interesting again. This was the set that came out after we had our nationals as TOs, and we went in really big on this one. So with everything that happened afterwards, it wasn't the bestseller we had hoped it to be. So we still have plenty of boxes, and I hope future will be kind to us.
Yeah.
I
Well,
hope
if
they don't bring out Unlimited, right? That's the first set where they said like, okay, we are bringing out Fab 2.0 and we are not sure when the Unlimited version of this will come out.
yeah, I don't think we'll see what they do, but I'd be surprised if they do Unlimited. All right, we're down to like 3 packs here, right? I gotta get
Yeah,
serious.
and
about my
Tri-Shot was
picks.
one of the cards in the last packs.
Yeah.
How many
More
cards am I
codes.
supposed to pick at the end of this?
As many as you would like.
All right.
Although the more you enter, it might dilute the end result. And okay.
Oh, there. Yes.
Oh, look at that's a good hit.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's one of the better ones.
Yeah.
Stalagmite Gold Foil. Man,
Yes.
I'm gonna need some crow on this one. When this first came out and got previewed, I went on for like an hour on stream talking about how it'll never get played. It's worse than Rampart. It's just all this stuff. And I was clearly wrong. It's a beautiful card. One of the best looking
It is,
cards in
yeah.
the game, honestly. And it's a great card. That is fantastic. That's a good hit.
Yeah.
Let's go for the gem now, right?
Yeah, sure.
right.
Last pack magic. Nah.
There
Oh,
it
and
is.
Revel in
Revel's
Runeblood.
Blood. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a really good box.
Yeah. Up until the end, I was like, man, there has to be something in here. And then last but one pack was the stalagmite. So I was really happy and relieved to have a good pull in this one.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah. How were so you did this? You've done this with a box for every set, right?
Mhm.
I'm curious. So we have a cold foil legendary here. Obviously, that's a big hit. Did you hit any cold foil legendaries or any legendaries in other boxes?
Let's say there are some very interesting pulls. Yes.
All right, I'm excited to see it. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
The more cards you guys pick now, the larger the raffle pool will be. And if he's gonna pick 6, he might pick the not as valuable ones. You can pick whichever ones you want, how many you want, and I will send these over to LSS next week.
And some number of these are going to get signed by James White, and then
That's
auctioned
what I
off
hope.
for a good cause. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Alex, you wanna go back and forth until we're I've only got a few. I'm only gonna pick a couple. I don't want to send a huge stack over, right? I'm gonna pick a few that represent some of my favorite moments and cards in Everfest.
Fantastic.
But if you want to start,
sure,
I'll give you the honors.
I give you the first one. You can start.
Okay. Can I pick Runic Reclamation? Is that an okay
Sure,
pick?
of course you can.
I'm gonna first pick. I'm gonna pick Runic Reclamation.
Okay.
I love that card. Very simple. It's a 3/7 with a hit effect. I love the art on it. I love the card. I remember when I opened that thing for the first time, I hadn't really seen it, and that was back when Prism was still legal, and Prism was a particularly frustrating match for Viserai, who I played Viserai at the first calling in the U.S. Or not the first one. It was 2020 when the event started coming back, and Prism was like my Achilles heel, and so getting a card so specifically good against Prism, I was just like beyond excited. So that's like probably my favorite card from the set for that reason.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick a Wild Ride at first. I think that's pretty fitting.
Life is a wild ride, man. What does that represent anything to you?
Yeah, I don't have a really special connection to this card, but I just think it's really fitting for this opening. We had quite a wild ride here, right? And it's also one of the cards that stood out to me, like when I first saw the set. So yeah, I'm gonna go for that one.
All right, my next pick. I'm gonna pick it in honor of Pablo. I think that foil Macho Grande needs to get picked. That's a great card. I was playing it in my Blitz deck at Worlds, and it's just it represents we were talking about it before the call, but growing up, my grandpa was really into wrestling, and so as a kid, I was really into wrestling as well, and a lot of fab things take me back to that. These two heroes, Everfest in general, thematically, I think was cool because it kind of like this round's on me art. That vibe of these heroes fight, but they're also like hang out and drink beer together, which reminds me of Fab. Right? You go to tournaments and like you're fighting and it's competitive, and then the best part is that you go out and talk about your war stories after. So Macho Grande is my second pick.
Can't complain about that one. Like the Spanish players always try to imitate him as best as they can, so it's a quite good one to pick. I think like the next one I want to pick is something that isn't really special to that many people, but it really took me because it kind of has a connection to Avatar the Airbender. So Ride the Tailwind is one of the cards I really like, and that also is then when Uprising was spoiled, something I remember. I was like, okay, I see where this is going. So yeah, that's for sure a card I want to see being raffled off.
All right, and then this will be my last pick. Three's my lucky number. I like doing things in threes, etc. I'm gonna go ahead and do it, and this is for everyone at home and the community and for the good cause. I know that if it does get signed and it does get raffled, it will be a potentially high value card, which is Stalagmite. I'm going to go ahead and just pick it. There's part of me, that wants to not pick it and to go with kind of the off meta choices and stuff. But I feel like I'd be doing a disservice to everyone out there watching. They've been waiting. They see it. Everyone wants the Stalagmite, a beautiful card. Really, truly beautiful. Also, for me, it represents the continual lesson in life of not being too quick to judge. I think it's easy when stuff gets spoiled to immediately compare it to things that are already out, and also just to things that, like the math of the game that right now, and not the future math of the game or the situations. And so it's good to keep an open mind, and it kind of points to the developers may know what they're doing, right? And they're working on stuff and they're testing stuff out in advance. So that card does also, every time I see it and it's good, I have to eat a little bit of humble pie, and I think that's a good pick for me. And people watching, I assume, will want to see that card signed and auctioned off. So I hope it gets picked. It is a gorgeous and meaningful card.
100% agree on that one. That's a really good pick. I also want to let my last pick be a special card, but a rather special card for the German community. They use this one quite often, and also Kikan is really in personalization with this card. So I'm gonna go with Bingo for the last one. Also to let everybody remember to have fun in this game and in this community, because that's what it's all about. And when you're talking about value of cards and shiny cardboard and getting the prize money on big events and stuff like that, that's something that isn't to be forgotten. Having fun and enjoying the time together. And I think that's also with this artwork on Bingo, because it's taking place on the Everfest, and that's what for me is it all about. It's a journey. It's a really nice location to get back to on the tournaments, on every event with the Flesh and Blood community, and that's why I'm gonna pick Bingo.
I hope the picks will be good from James, and the auction should commence in February. Thanks to you two. It was quite a thing in the making, and I'm super happy it worked out. And I guess next words, maybe we can try again on site. But
yes,
that's a new year to come. And a new world event. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for having us. It was my privilege to be here, and really appreciate the work you're doing. If anyone is in Germany and hasn't been to White Rabbit, definitely check it out. I'm looking forward to visiting at some point myself. A lot of stores out there like yourself putting in a ton of work, and all the I mentioned it earlier with the content creators, but it really is appreciated across the community and from me specifically. So, and doing all this for a good cause, and taking the initiative to do this out of the goodness of your heart. Appreciate being here. Happy to be involved. If you're watching this, definitely check out the auction when that happens. And just if you ever need anything, please let me know. More than happy to be here, of course. And Alex, great to see you and get to spend a little more time together. I know you're working on content yourself and whatnot, and everything so far has been incredible to watch. So excited to see where you end up over the next couple of years.
Thank you so much. Yeah, just can give this back, because a year from this point in time, I didn't even thought about what is possible when being open-minded and going out in the world and talking just to people about what you're passionate about. So I'm really happy to making the step and being here part of this great occasion of Worlds, of this opening, of taking time together here and forming friendships around the world. So very amazing to be here, and stoked for the next one.
That's us. We say goodbye. See ya.
On our next episode.
Yeah, man. Okay. Recording. Double checking. That is the horror.
This set, to be fair, I'm really happy that I'm doing this set, because I think it's there's a lot. I have a lot of attachments to what this set has brought and what journey I've had with this set. That's not bad. Yeah, it's not what you were hoping for. Not so bad. I think.
Yeah. Episode 4: Tales of Aria with Hamish from Push the Point. December 22nd, 2022.